Oh, welcome back to the channel. Now, I've been having a lot of fun with the tank tracks lately, and today I'm going to continue having more fun with the tank tracks. And the question of today's video that I want to test out and answer is kind of inspired by this, but something a little bit simpler is, does camber on the tank tracks, how much of a difference does it make? Because I can imagine, instead of going overboard with a full circular thing like this, and this thing doesn't really count because it has gyro stabilizers, so it doesn't actually roll over. But if I have just an X of tank tracks, so that way I am on cambered tank tracks on the bottom, but if you imagine I flip over onto my side, I would then just be on another set of cambered tank tracks, and if I flip upside down, I'd be on another set of cambered tank tracks. Would I essentially be a unflippable vehicle? Because then I could also build it much smaller, much simpler than this, and it's not going to be a snake. This is just like a normal tank, but with like with cambered tracks essentially that also can drive upside down. But with the snake there, we were always directly over a set of tracks. We weren't really relying on the cambered tracks. So I don't know if having tracks cambered will change their effectiveness to drive, or if it'll be just the same. So this could potentially be, if this works, this could potentially be a bit of an overpowered build, like that is just unflippable, like literally unflippable. So if we make this work, we are going to have an upper and lower set of tank tracks with a gap in between. I'm going to try to make it as small of a gap as possible, which is 1 block. All right, and then how, I guess, for this thing to be attached, because we want to camber them out, right? Yeah, we want to camber them out, probably 45 degrees. So I guess if we're cambering them out 45 degrees, we actually want a slightly bigger gap because they're going to be bending into each other from the body. All right, so here's 4 tank. Something might be wrong. Hey, no, it's fine. Right? Wait, no, something doesn't look... Why does it look lopsided? Where are you lopsided? Are you lopsided? Yeah, you're lopsided. What's... These look the same. Those go up 45 degrees. Yep, both of them are up 45 degrees. Wait, now it's lopsided the other way. Why is this not... Hold on. I gotta zoom in here. Something weird's happening. So these ones look long and these ones look short. Why? Why? What? And then look at this. These ones are short and then these ones are long. They're like opposite each other. Why? Those are just not how those are. What if I add strength to them? No, don't. Oh, they're colliding a little bit. Okay, hold on. All right, so either I separate them more. Oh, no, okay, hold on. We could also do something like this. And then if I attach it this way. Yeah, this will make it so that the angling has less travel. Like the tracks don't travel as much into each other. I believe that's the effect this should have. No! Why are you being like this? All right, hold on. What's going on? Did I miss something? Okay, hold on. These should be out a little bit, I guess, is gonna be better. Why is this happening? These should go down. That shouldn't be a problem for these to just angle. Oh, okay. We're on something. You know what I mean? I guess maybe it is just too much of an angle. They're also really wide. This is wider than I was expecting. All right, we can deal with all that later. I'm gonna just change the angle to 40 degrees for now. You know, maybe it's because I have 2 sets of steering hinges on each one. I thought I would just keep it symmetrical and maybe more stable, but it seems to have hindered things. Well, I don't even know if that's the problem, but we're gonna find out once I move these in. Okay, that wasn't the problem. All right, I'm gonna turn the strength back down. Nope, that's not the problem. What's the problem? Maybe I need to put a seat on this thing. Oh, now I'm just going along for the ride. I broke the sound barrier. All right, it's officially a ScrapMan video now. Unintentionally breaking the sound barrier. Oh, there it goes. I just want to build it. Please let me build. Get in the build mode, please. Get over here. There we go. I did it. Oh, I've killed something. I've just been rewarded for accidental chicken murder. All right, so this isn't working right now. Here's what I want to do. I want to succeed, okay? I'm just gonna connect everything like normal and just see. Oh, look at this. Perfect. Perfect tank right here. Now, what is wrong with it? If I just... No, I'm not gonna undo. I think I want to redo instead of undo. All right, so let's... How do I want to do this? Separate these. Separate these. We take a steering hinge. You know what? I'm going to do one at a time. How about this? Let's just do this one. I'm just going to keep it at default settings for now. All right, see, look at that. Nice, stable camber. No problem. Now let's make it 45. Nice and stable. Looking good. All right, now let's try the top one. Going to give it its own, not copy and pasted steering hinge. Manually apply the settings to 45. Okay, that looks perfect. I don't think they're colliding. It looks great. Now to the other side. I think maybe I just had broken steering hinges and I just needed to redo them. All right, 45 degrees on. All right, we're good so far. No glitching. We got one more. Don't fail me now. Here we go, moment of truth. Why does having 4 of them break it? It was fine up until the last one. And it's consistently breaking the game. Okay, let's come back here. Thank you. Let's change the middle. I kind of want everything to be closer this way. All right. Nope, that doesn't work. This wasn't the challenge I was expecting to encounter. What if I don't use steering hinges? What if I convert these into rotating servos? It's a little bit more inconvenient to work with, but perhaps it is necessary. All right, now these are not set to an angle yet, so let's see if they... I was not expecting that. Actually, there's something weird happening here. I bet if I delete one of them... Watch, I'm just gonna remove that. And then just make this attach like that. This is weird. It's like it doesn't like radially symmetrical moving pieces. Like 3 is fine. But as soon as I add the 4th one in here, it's like it's broken all of a sudden. It kind of has to be designed like this though, right? Why? All right, what if these ones are in the back? So it's like, there's like an asymmetry here, you know? Let me just try this real quick. Nope. Okay. I don't know how to get over this weird problem. It's like the exact last detail that I need to work is what breaks it, which is just having all of the tracks at the same angle, or just add an angle attached to a piece. These aren't even programmed to like be at the angle yet. They're just attached. All right, what if it's the tracks? What if I switch these tracks for medium tracks? Well, that doesn't solve the issue. What if I remove the tracks? Okay, now what if I put non-tracks onto it? Okay, that's fine. What if I put wheels? That's also fine. What if I put small tracks? That's fine. What's going on here? Now let's go back to medium tracks. And now we got a problem. Like, only the thing I want to do is a problem. I could do anything else. Just the very particular way that I want to use it is a problem. All right, what if we switch these to also maximum strength and maximum dampening? All right, that doesn't make a difference. All right, maybe I can try to make it work with the links tracks. the small ones here. All right, so now like what if I have 2 sets of these? Because now they kind of look... Okay. Okay. Maybe I can settle. Maybe I can compromise for this. All right, so now, but these aren't even rotated yet. Now I need all of these to rotate by 45 degrees. Okay. It's kind of working. Okay, still working. All right, so what I've made an adjustment that I want to test out. I've doubled them up. I wonder if that is probably just gonna not make it any better because there's just more moving parts now. But I do kind of want to just test it out, see if it makes it any more sturdy. Oh! Why is it leaning again? The tracks are not, they're not symmetrical. These got to go this way. Okay, there. Why is it leaning? The 45 degrees is too much, isn't it? But I want it to be 45 degrees. Okay, let's separate. You know what? This is gonna make it. It's not glitching out right now. Doing this is somehow going to add the glitching back in, isn't it? Please. Oh, this looks good. This looks good. Okay. We're on to something. All right, now I want it to be even closer. So, like, we need a seat in the middle. I'm worried to change anything, but I need to flesh out the whole middle section. Seat is going to not be that. It is going to be probably this one. But, like, up in the front here. Can't be there. Wait, what was I gonna do? I needed them to be closer. So, hold on. So, these... did I want to move them like this? I don't know how I want them to be yet. All right, I just need to see if this is still gonna work right now. It is. It is. Okay. Okay. Don't panic. It's looking... the proportions are looking good too. So I'm thinking no matter what, as long as these work on the ground, no matter what orientation I flip in, they should still be in contact with the ground. That's the plan with this thing. All right, let's give it some power. All right, are we still working? We're still working. I just feel like this thing's gonna break at any moment. We are still working. Now, like, the seat does look too far forward now, because if I want to make it look good, I need to put, like, something on the front, and then it's just going to be interfering a little bit. And these are not all rotating in the right direction. So this is correct. This is correct. That is incorrect. So this needs to be reversed, and that also needs to be reversed. All right, there we go. Now they're all in the right direction. And I need a tank steering module on this thing. I wonder how the tank steering module, if it's going to detect when I'm flipped over, if it still works. Oh, let's not have these hooked into A and D. They're feeling super solid now, though. Oh, I'm too fast. Well, oh, good news. I finally confirmed. The camber does seem perfectly fine. That's great. Tank steering is working great right now. All right, now if I flip, can I even flip? Well, I guess there's ramps here. Oh, there we go. You know what's amazing? My controls haven't changed at all. The tank steering module is working perfectly. This does not change my controls when I flip over. I am upside down, but perfectly functional. This is actually way better than I could have imagined. This is amazing. I don't like this here. We need to have these parts clear. Oh, there's a spot for it right there. Perfect. This is amazing. All right, now I just need to figure out the cockpit situation. Can I make it look nice? I guess I could try to use this one. It does fit better. Now, why did those get reset? I removed your controls. I kind of want to feel if I get on my side. It's going to be hard to balance on the side, though. All right, let me try to make this thing aestheticize it a little bit more. All right, I believe I have like an actual center point, don't I? Maybe I use the diving bell. Oh, it doesn't fit. Could it? Could I just force it? I mean, that can kind of work. That actually does look pretty good. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. I can work with that. All right, so then we need to add some angles onto this thing. All right, I've managed to just flip onto my side here. So now let's see. I'm gonna press forward. That works. I am not very stable here. Backwards works. All right, let's try to turn. Ready? Turn left. Ooh, okay. So when I'm on my side, then the tank steering gets reversed. But when I am upside down or right side up, tank steering is fine. That is interesting. But functionally, I can do everything on this part too. Like, it's working. When I turn, I'm gonna flip over though, which now I have normal controls. And I am technically upside down, as you can see. This thing is working great. Look at that. This reminds me of those like 90s RC cars where they would have those crazy commercials showing it flipping upside down and it still drives. It could drive over anything. And there's like take it off ramps and stuff and flip it. We got to do some stunts with this thing. All right. I want to add some weapons just because I think that'd be kind of cool. You know what? I might have to add some weapons in here, maybe. What can we add for weapons? I do kind of want to try to add a minigun, but I do feel like it's kind of unfortunate. We have like a center point, like a single block center point, which makes most of the weapons not symmetrical in their attachments. But that, oh, if it was perfectly centered, that would look so good. The minigun. I mean, this is the wrong one. This one could be centered, but it's a little tiny, and also it has a terrible fire rate. And it does a lot of self-damage. I mean, we could do small tank cannons, but this doesn't auto-aim. I'm curious. Oh, this might ruin it. Gonna add another steering hinge here. If I do the steering hinge like this, where is my my NOR gate? I think I trapped it in there. In this big old block. Wait, where is that? Can I reach it through here? I think it's under. Is that it right there? There it is. All right, if NOR gate goes to steering hinge, this better not break my build. It's been doing so well. All right, and then I attach minigun to steering hinge. And then this is on 45 degrees. No, that doesn't make sense. Does it make sense? Maybe 45 degrees is too much. Let's just go to like 30 degrees. It looks kind of centered now. I can't tell if there's like a collision issue or not, but it looks really good. I might just need to move it back by a block. All right, but then this is attached, which is bad. 3x1 wedge here. Perfect. Actually, is a wedge better than just a straight up block? I almost feel like, no, oh, I can't use it. The whole point was the attachment. That's not looking centered anymore. That's looking like it's too much. It's too much towards the top. Let's change this, I don't know, 15 degrees. Now that's looking pretty centered, but is it consistent? Or is it just like a collision thing? All right, that's looking good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, now let's duplicate it to the other side without ruining anything. Woo! There we go. Yeah. And if we flip upside down, perfectly functional still. Woo! Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, that was so satisfying. It was such a smooth landing, and I could just drive away like nothing happened. You can't even tell that I'm upside down right now. Am I upside down? Yeah, I'm upside down right now. Can't even tell. Oh, look at that. I keep forgetting that the new terrain deformation stuff applies to sand kind of as well. This is working out so much better than I ever expected. All right, now I kind of want to paint it up and make it look nice. I'm seeing some more possibilities for like maybe either weapons or building something. Oh, no way. That's perfect. I just attach it to one track here, but because of the angle, it puts it right in the middle. Flamethrower, anyone? And if that's the case, the flamethrower should be closer range, which is more complicated because of the attachment point. That is centered. There we go. Oh. Okay. All right, this thing is turning into awesome. I can't believe how well everything is fitting here. Wait, that one's not centered. Oh, are they not centered? Oh, I mean, they're like close enough. Are they close enough though? I feel like now moving them up is gonna be better. Oh, but now they're definitely too far up. These angles are not meeting up. I think there may be a collision issue somewhere. It's looking like something's happening with this flamethrower. But even though these miniguns are attached to the same point of the upper track, you can clearly see one of them is offset from the other, which to me tells me that these servos are not flexing the same amount on either side. And yeah, I do see that this wedge here is colliding, but it looks like it's not actually like physically being detected. And there is a difference in how deep they are colliding in there. You know, I think it is the flamethrowers. Let me quickly delete them and see if they look more symmetrical. Now that looks more symmetrical. And it looks more centered. The flamethrowers are too big. Dang, they look so good though. But this actually, I think, might look a little bit better for the minigun placement. And that does look pretty centered, to be honest. Actually, I kind of wonder now if I delete these, and instead of having it be here, I can have it be here. Hey, I think I fixed it. All right, so now these wedges are useless because the miniguns are attaching directly to the tracks now. So we can actually move them forward too. So they're kind of in line with the flamethrowers as well. That's cool. This is turning out to be a really fun vehicle. And yeah, even when we flip upside down, pretty much looks the same. This is so cool. All right, let me try some ramps, see what happens. I have no air control. This has no gyros in it. I like how I can still almost kind of start driving even as I'm tumbling. Because the tank tracks pretty much always have contact with the ground. Whoa, that was interesting. All right, ramp. Woo! No problem. No problem. I mean, we can still drive. It's just my steering's, for some reason, my steering's reversed in this particular orientation. But then once I turn and flip over, we could just keep going no matter what. The cambering is actually, it's exactly what I hoped it would be. It is definitely overpowered. There is no, like, there is nothing that can stop us. I mean, obviously going up like certain degrees of hills or whatever, but just as far as our orientation, we will always have tank tracks in contact with the ground for maximum traction. I doubt we're gonna have enough speed to do the loop or anything, but if we flip over, oh well. I like how I just kind of float even when I'm on like the tips of the tank tracks. All right, this might be my favorite tank that I've built so far. Like this probably is the most practical of all of the weird tank track experiments. I think this is actually the most practical and useful one that I've experimented with, and it's very satisfying. I don't even know if I'm upside down right now. Nope, I'm not. I'm right side up. That's the beauty of it. All right, so now I'm upside down, but you couldn't tell. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference even driving. You can always tell when you're sideways because it is wider than it is tall. But I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. I'm so happy that we didn't get limited. Whoa, that's weird. I'm in like a corkscrew thing. Like it seems to have a bit of a feedback loop at times. But it's fine. It's still like perfectly drivable even when it's doing that. I do get the sense that this wouldn't be that terribly good at like super off-road stuff just because its wheelbase isn't like super good, but I am curious if it can grab like onto an edge here. I mean, kinda. Oh, now this is interesting. Oh, no way. I found a weakness. I actually found I cannot stop, but I'm weirdly drifty. This is a new thing to discover with the tank tracks. on the ends of them, they seem to be a little drifty. Okay, so in the very unlikely scenario that I get stuck on the tips of my tracks, what do we do about that? It's kind of hard to repeat that. I think that is so unlikely, but it is a weakness against the whole purpose of this thing, which is to be able to go no matter what, but it cannot really go when it's like this. And it seems that the tracks, well, they are all technically canceling each other out here, I believe. So I would be curious. Another test might be to see if the tracks, like if they're on the tips like that, do they actually have any traction? But it doesn't feel like they do here. Although they are technically canceling each other out, so I don't know if I would be able to feel like they do. But I feel like if they had traction, we'd be seeing more physical results of them canceling each other out. That felt a little excessive. Oh my goodness. You know, I'm not that bothered by it. I think that's so unlikely. And you know what? A tank this overpowered, it needs a weakness. I don't think we're ever going to naturally end up in that just from tumbling. I think that's only if we like purposely go up to a 90-degree wall and try to drive up it. Like, I do not see that happening in any other situation realistically. I mean, it's possible, but the likelihood is going to be so low that I deserve what's coming to me if that happens. That was weird how, as I said that, it almost happened, like, naturally in driving. Now, I'm just killing all the chickens now. Well, you can't say this thing isn't deadly. All right, one final stunt here. Just to see what happens if I do that nice, smooth flip over with this or not. Okay. Oy. Okay, I'll take it. That's fine by me. Ugh. All right, let's stop. Let's stop. There is a weird feedback loop that happens at times. I think the engine power is almost too much at times, but we're perfectly fine. All right, well, there's the camber track experiment. Did it turn out what you expected at all? Because for me, it far exceeded my expectations. I thought it wasn't going to work that well, but it works amazing. If you guys have any other crazy ideas, let me know down in the comments below what you'd like to see. And if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.